Good day, viewers. Yeah, welcome to Career Talk Show. I am Lala Yoronke Abiba. On today's episode, we are going to talk about sex education, and there is an important question to ask you guys, to ask you viewers: is sex education actually a way to prevent rape in the society? You have to give me feedback at the end of the show. But before we talk about this sex education, I'm going to talk about how parents actually communicate this sex education to children and how parents can actually prepare themselves in the conversation of sex education. Why don't you pick your pen, sit down and relax yourself? I'll be right back. All right, you're welcome back to the show. Now I'm going to talk about sex education. You know, how do our parents communicate this sex education to we children, including myself, to we children? You see, unfortunately, parents don't really involve themselves in sex education conversation with we children. But what is sex education? Sex education includes all the factors into child sexual growth and development. But unfortunately, parents don't really communicate that to us. Then how do parents communicate this sex education to us? When we talk about sex education, you see fathers walking away. They don't even want to involve themselves in the conversation at all. And even if they involve themselves in the conversation, they try as much as possible to do away with more difficult topics concerning in sex education or on sex education. And why even if they talk about this sex education, parents tend to talk about sex education more to girls than boys. But why the boy-girl dichotomy in our society? It is not actually good. And you will see parents, they even rely on school system to discuss this sex education to we children. School system cannot do it alone. School system is part of it. Religious body, they are also part of it. Even you, the parents, you're also part of this this process of sex socialization. And even if at all parents want to talk about this sex education, they try to omit more difficult topics, including homosexuality, abortion, abstinence, among others. There are so many topics, difficult topics that someone can teach the children, but I won't be able to mention that. You try and search that for yourself. Okay, now let's talk about how parents can actually prepare themselves in the conversation of sex education to their children. One, why don't parents should actually try as much as possible to learn as much as they can. They should get a lot of books. There are books outside there. I'm not talking about books, because there are books and there are books. Just try and get appropriate books. There are so many books written by good authors that talks about premarital sex, even that talks about how to handle teenagers, ranging from topics like puberty, characteristics of a teenager, to so many difficult topics that you can actually make it that you can actually explain to your children at home. And when talking about this sex education with children at home, just make it a lively topic. Don't let it look like one-off talk. Let it be consistent and persistent. Just try as much as possible to talk it as often. Make it a regular talk. You can actually do that during domestic chores at home, while washing, while doing the cooking in the kitchen, or maybe when you are taking a stroll outside there, and so on and so forth, or maybe doing hobbies or doing your regular thing in the house. Just make the topic more often as you can, discuss it more often as you can. And another point here is just try as much as possible whenever you are discussing about sex education with children. Don't let it look like a lecture. make it an interactive discussion. Like you see, at the end of the day, you see that these children will actually come out through. They will talk to you, and whenever you are talking about sex education to children, parents, just try. You can use little experience or experiences. I'm not saying you should do total self-disclosure, but at least from those little experiences, they can actually gain from them, gain from those experience. And at the end of it, don't wait for them to to ask for it before you do, or before you begin the sex education talk in the house. And make sure you aim for a friendly chat. Never you do those gestures or those awkward body language whenever you are delivering sexual education interaction. Don't let me use deliver. Whenever you are discussing about sex education in the house or at home or anywhere you find yourself, just make it a discussion and a friendly talk. And at the end of it, don't create this boy and girl dichotomy. It is actually bad for the society. It won't help us at all. For more information on this, you can DM the number showing on the screen. And please do like, share, comment, and watch and subscribe at our YouTube channel at TCF Online TV. Thank you all.